I'm going to use the sweet, irony taste of this incredibly versatile spring veg that's bang in season right now, giving a bit of time and love to create this beautiful pasta, stuffed with an utterly Moorish filling to create an oozy, cheesy spring cannelloni.
I'm going to get a pan on, nice medium-high heat. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm then going to get some herbs. Go in with some of this lovely oregano. You can use dried herbs. It's a very flexible recipe. And this is a fantastic principle for epic flavour with greens. And it doesn't have to be just chard. It could be spinach, kale, cabbage, things like that. So look, you can see a sizzle's coming on here. So give it a little shake. As that comes up, I'll just slice up 2 small onions, and they tend, greens in general, to be a little bit bitter. So to kind of balance the bitterness, we add things like onions for sweetness, right? So 4 cloves of garlic. This is New Season's garlic, so it's a little bit sweeter and softer, but the regular stuff, it's still brilliant. What I tend to do now with Swiss chard is separate the greens from the stalk. Think about it like, you know, carrots, celery. You can use it beautifully in cooking. And I'll put the stalks into the pan a little bit earlier because they need a bit more cooking. Now, the stalks, you can serve underneath a lovely chicken breast or a steak, lamb chop. Now, cannelloni is a filled pasta, and this is going to be the filling for the cannelloni. So the little pinch of salt and pepper, right? What we can do with these leaves is just clank them up and get them in that pan. This is a kilo of greens. So now we've got these stalks tender, we go in with the leafy part. And that massive pile of greens is getting cooked down. Cooked down means concentrated. Concentrated means delicious flavour. After about 10 minutes, it's cooked down. And you can see the colour is dark and delicious. There's a couple of little things I do to make most veggies, but particularly any green leafy veggies, really delicious. About 1/4 of a nutmeg. It's really fragrant. It's got a sort of edge of sweetness to it. And then a little bit of lemon juice, or it could be a little swig of vinegar. Just lifts it. Lemons, obviously not from this country, but you can grow citrus for sure. And just a little squeeze of juice like that just lifts these greens to the next level. And then salt and pepper. I'm going to get it on here. Look at that. As that cools down a bit, I'm just going to start a very simple tomato sauce. I'm going to do it in the tray that I'm going to cook the cannelloni. Throw it in with a nice, heart-healthy olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic, and then dried chilli. You get a more savoury, rounded chilli flavour than when it's fresh. This dried chilli is almost like sun-dried. So when you dry a chilli, you do get different flavours. So I'm just going to grab some basil. That is sort of the traditional, you know, tomato sauce vibe. Just tear it in. I think growing herbs is almost the best way to start growing a garden if you've never done it before. And then 3 tins of good quality plum tomatoes. Just fill 1 can of water. This is a really quick tomato sauce, so just bring it to the boil. And look, you can see now, that's pretty fine. No effort. I'm just putting those tubes onto the greens like that. Use your finger just to squash it in. If you wanted to put any cheese through this, you can. You could add mushrooms to the story. You could put a few olives in there. Like, have fun, be creative. For me, this dish is about delicious Swiss chard, contrasted with this beautiful, bright, light, sweet tomato sauce. We've got our little stack of beautiful cannelloni. I'm just going to nestle these cannelloni into the tray. I'm going to leave this on a low heat, and I want to give you a really quick white sauce that's delicious and something a little bit different, and based around a cheese from Italy that is much more common in the UK now. ricotta, and you can get it in most supermarkets. So we put the ricotta, 250 grams, into here, about 200 mils of milk. Cheddar's delicious. It's not Italian, but we love it, and I think it bakes really well, and it's delicious in lasagnas and cannellonis anyway, so 60 grams of that goes in, and about the same of Parmesan. Again, about 60 grams will make you a delicious white sauce. It's a bit more expensive than cheddar, so that's why I mentioned cheddar, because it's a really good sort of economical swap out. So go one or the other, or blend, like I have. A pinch of salt and 1 egg. Just whisk it up in a liquidizer. In no time at all, you've now got a beautiful, thick white sauce. So now what we do is just pour that white sauce over the top like that. And that will set and be utterly delicious. Look at that. I'll finish that with just a little grating of Parmesan, and we're good to go. So that'll go in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit. Let's have a little clean down, and then I'll go and get some salad. Right, let's wash these. I could never do this in the kitchen. See, this is my kitchen, so I can do it. But also I can upgrade this. Wait for it. Who needs a salad spinner? Okay, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, red wine vinegar, pinch of salt and pepper. Lovely little salad. Right, let's have a look at our beautiful cannelloni. It smells amazing! Oh, look at that. That, my friends, is a thing of beauty. I know which way the cannelloni have gone because I've racked them up like that. Oh, look at that. Just gorgeous. So a little bit of side salad, a little fresh bit of Parmesan, springtime chard cannelloni. Let's get in there. And that plate is this season. It's springtime in a dish. Might just put a little bit of spring in your step. You like that?